Hey guys, it's Luke Towler here and I'm doing my interview with Aspire to Inspire. Hola, soy Luke Towler y estoy aquí con Aspire to Inspire y voy a hacer una entrevista, así que espero que os guste. If I had the opportunity to give a message out to a large amount of people, basically I would just say that whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, nothing's ever too far away and anything's possible, because you see people like achieve their dreams all the time. You just have to work as hard as you can at it and just put as much effort in it as you can, because at least then at the end of the day, if you don't make it or you don't get what you've looked for, at least if you know that you've put 100% effort in it, you can't say then, oh well, I didn't try hard enough. So that's basically what my answer would be to that. Well, my music started quite a long time ago. It started before I started singing when I was about 1-2 years old, but I guess that I've only really been taking it seriously the past 4 or 5 years, when I've really sort of been thinking of it as like a career rather than just a hobby. So I would say that it started basically because my dad's always been a musician, and because he played music and stuff, it basically inspired me to want to play music. So I would say it's thanks to him. So. I want to show you all the fine things in life, so just forget about the world we young tonight. I'm coming for you. If I wasn't a musician, well, I wouldn't be anything to do with sport, because I'm a really lazy person. It's just the truth. It would probably be something to do with art, because that's like the only subject that I really enjoyed at school. Everything else was sort of a bit boring and that, so I would say that, the people that inspire me are probably like my fans and stuff, because without them, and you of course, because like without them there would be no reason for me to want to do music and like write songs and put songs out there for people to hear. So without having the fan base and stuff there to listen to the music and stuff when I release it, there would just be no point. And basically that's all I'm working on right now, just trying to build my fan base as much as I can, to hopefully, I don't know, release an EP or hopefully get signed by a record label or something like that. So, you know, yeah. I would say one of the most memorable, well, probably the most memorable experience I would say is probably supporting Cody Simpson in Manchester, because it was just like one of those moments that you can't really describe in words. It's just you have to be there on the stage to sort of see it. It was like whenever the crowd was so responsive and stuff, and having so many people in front of you, like I remember saying, everyone put your phones in the air, and there was literally like the whole thingy was just full of like phones in the sky. It was like the craziest thing ever. Honestly, I was just like, I should have got a photo from the stage, but I didn't even have the time to think. I was just like focused on performing and stuff. What have I learned from it? Well, I think every time I perform, especially like performing alongside other artists, I always pick things up. Like I can see where I can improve on stuff. Like if I do something and it goes wrong, I know for next time, like maybe song choices and stuff, I might think something's going to work, and then I'll realise after and I'll think, oh no, that doesn't work. So I think when you perform with other people, you can pick things up of what they do as well, like little tips, like the way they perform, the way they interact with the crowd and stuff. But I think Cody Simpson, I think what it helped me is the fact that he was like so grounded. It sort of made me realise, because I'm just being honest, whenever you like approach artists that are like already there and they've got singles out and stuff, you automatically expect them to sort of be a bit cocky, like here I am sort of thing, but he really wasn't. And I spoke to his dad as well and his family, and they just gave us some advice, like not to get messed around and stuff, and to choose your decisions and stuff wisely. And so yeah, I've learned a lot from that. So I've been trying to text you, tell you, show you, but I know I'm losing you. Would I change anything in my journey so far? Well, I think I know I've made some mistakes. Like you're bound to make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, you can't learn, and you wouldn't know what different from right and wrong. So I guess it's good that I've done things wrong and I've made mistakes, because that way it's helped me to learn and like to do things better in the future. So yeah, at the moment I'm just like, what I've done wrong and stuff, like mistakes and that, they're sort of irrelevant. I'm just focusing on the positive things and stuff and trying to block out like all the negativity and stuff. You're always going to get negativity, because people like automatically, even your friends and stuff will send you messages and stuff like without showing who they are, like on Ask FM and silly stuff like that. They'll just send you horrible comments just because they get a kick out of it, because you're doing something that they're not. So I just think just to use it as fuel, or whatever you want to call it, to make you want to improve and do better. So
never did you wrong. I just wish we could take it back where our hearts belong.
what do I aspire? Well, I would have hoped to have been signed by a record label and to be releasing my music and performing in different venues and stuff in front of decent amounts of people, because I feel like that's where I really get like the buzz, and like I really enjoy it the most when I'm performing in front of people. Yeah, it's good to record stuff at home in your room and that, but the real like moment is when you're performing in front of people, whether people react well to you or not. Like you can be great at singing covers in your room and stuff, but one thing is singing covers and another thing is singing original songs, and just having the confidence to just sing it and hope that people will like them. And if they don't, then you know for the next time what you can change in other songs that you write and stuff, what works and what doesn't work. So yeah.
And it's our time, but I can't just stay here.
One thing that probably has influenced me in one area, which is songwriting, is probably when my mum was ill, unfortunately. She got breast cancer and stuff, and she was ill for quite a long time. I think that's when I started writing songs, because I never really had an interest in writing songs before. But I guess like unless you've got some inspiration or something to write about, you can't really write songs that have any meaning. They're just songs that have no meaning to them. So I guess that's what inspired me to write songs. Anything else, I think, like I've written songs from when the way people have treated me and stuff, like whether they treated me well or treated me badly, because unfortunately a lot of the time you're going to get people that say horrible things to you and try and make you feel bad. But you know, the way I look at it, when someone upsets me or something, that's another song written, so in a way I can say thank you to them. So
Don't make it be mine, I don't want any excuses. I don't want to wait forever, baby. Know that you're the one who wanna make me, baby.
the thing is I don't necessarily, there's a lot of different artists that I would be interested in like working with for various reasons, whether it be based purely on the fact that their popularity and the fact that they've got so many fans and stuff, and it's another door to open for people to hear your music and stuff. I think like especially like when you do support acts and stuff and you're collabing with other people, you're always going to gain fans from that and stuff. I think that's one of the best ways of building your fan base these days, supporting big artists that have already got a decent amount of fans, and basically trying to captivate the audience that you're trying to sell your music to and stuff. But like there's so many different artists out there. Like I've Ed Sheeran, I would really like to work with Usher, even Justin Bieber and people like that, purely based on the fact that they've done so much, they've got so much experience from a young age. And I think when you work with other people that are a step ahead of you, you're always going to have something that you can learn from them, because there's always something to learn. You can never learn too much, and there's always going to be something that you're not going to know how to do. So, you know, that would be my answer to that.
I just wanna make you happy, I just wanna see you smile.
My motto in life is basically just push yourself as hard as you can, and you just work as hard as you can for what you want. And at least that way, if you don't get what you want in the end, you can say, well, I did this and that, I tried my hardest, I pushed myself as much as I could, and it didn't happen, so great. But if you don't push yourself as hard as you can and then you don't make it, then you'll just be kicking yourself, saying, oh, I didn't try hard enough, I didn't push myself, I didn't do this, I should have done that. So basically just grab every opportunity, no matter how big or how small.
'Cause you are the one, 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 the one.
On my playlist right now, to be 100% honest, most of the time, the stuff that is on my phone and my iPod and stuff when I'm listening to is most of the time like ideas that I've made myself, because I like to put ideas down, little ideas, and produce stuff, and then I like to take it away and just listen to it. But I might listen to it in a month's time, in a week's time, or at different times of the day, and I might get inspiration to write a song. Like sometimes you can make something and you can't think of anything, but if you make something, leave it, and then go back to it, that's when I seem to get the best ideas. So, but other songs, I can't even. I've got a couple of the Vamp songs on there, like the Martin Garrix. What else? Sam Smith. Justin Bieber's on there, I'm not gonna lie. I've got some older stuff as well, like older classical, not classical, but like older artists, because like a lot of people, they say, oh, how, like even country music, like you can learn stuff from that, because music. I don't know. I think like lots of different songs. There's a lot of songs that mean different things to me. Like for example, Caribbean Sea is just a happy song. Like if I'm ever feeling down, that song will make me feel happy if I sing it. Like How You Make Me Feel was obviously when I was going through a rough time. At the moment, I'm just doing little gigs and stuff, like slowly building a fan base, just trying to do little bits and bobs where I can, and just taking every opportunity. Just waiting for the right break with the right person to boost my music career and stuff, and like my fans and stuff, because there's only so much you can do on your own. You need that team around you that can push you, like to get you the right songs, get you on the right radio stations, have the right like singles and stuff to release. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I'd just like to add that you can find me on Twitter at TOWLERLUKE, that's Towler Luke. Muchas gracias por ver la entrevista, espero que os haya gustado. Chao, bye.
There's a storm I see, but the waves won't wash me away. And now I see the